just the magic. You read the spiritual magic. But I think the most important method is asking questions. And therefore, today being Sunday, I'm reminding you, for me, if you ask me what made the trigger happen, it's only questions. Therefore, the ability to ask and ask and ask. Schooling is not, no? So let's start. Who and again, don't think that I'm asking silly questions. This is another problem, right? People think we are asking silly questions. So must get into the habit. I started my journey with 9 questions. I started my journey with the questions on life, on question on death, on the question on God, on the soul, on purpose, on karma, on rebirth, on enlightenment. So there are so many questions. And all these questions together, they reach that ultimate state. You look at the world today, the world is quite lost. The world has no clue what is what. And on this call, we cover all topics. So please feel free to ask. Yes, over to you. Sip Krishna, Sip Anil, Sip Prakash, Sip Shiva, Sip Girija, Sip Anand, Sip Rajanand, Sip Vinayak, Sip Atmanand, Sip Shiva, Sip Siri, Sip Sara, Sip Bliss, Sip Gigi, Sip Sita, Sip Chotwani, Sip Paratyama, Sip Kumar, Sip Bita, Sip Jyoti, Sip Harshal, Sip Samatma, Sip Chidanand, Sip Rutanu, Sip Ru Mataji, Sip Sarojanand, Sip Soham, Sip Sadanand, Sip Girishanand, Sip Ansul, Sip Ahem, Sip Anil Soni, Sip Atmatri, Sip Ahem Atma, Sip Prakasha, Sip Sagai, Sip Sachin. I hope I have not missed anybody. Yes, let us start. We have Junior Sarah asking the first question. Yes, Sarah. Unmute, Sarah. Please unmute. It's not. Are you unmuting, Sarah? You have to press unmute. Yeah, now speak.
Uh, Namaste, Guruji. I would
Namaste.
like to ask 3 questions. The first question is that how do I get lost in the world of meditation?
Lost. You should not get lost. Who told you should get lost?
Um, about the focus, actually.
Actually, if you get lost means you lose awareness. You should not get lost. You should be consciously meditating.
Okay.
Consciously meditating means you should be aware. It's not like you are meditating and you fall asleep. Oh, I come back after 1 hour, after 2 hours, you wake up and say, okay, I just know I woke up from my sleep. You should not get lost. You should be mindful. There's awareness, there's consciousness, okay? So you should not get lost in meditation. You should be aware. You should know exactly what you're doing in meditation. All right?
Yes, sir. The second question is, should we pray to God or can we have faith in God?
If you have faith in God, how can you show your faith in God? Suppose you have faith in God. The way to show faith in God is to pray. Na? Otherwise, how would God know that you have faith in God? What is prayer? Okay, what is prayer?
A prayer is where we, pray to God to get a better
Means what?
life.
What's the meaning of praying to God?
The meaning of praying to God is to ask for
Ah,
things from
ah, very good. Praying to God means talking to God. Praying to God means listening to God. So when you are praying to God, you're talking to God, you're listening to God, that's the way to communicate your faith. You say, God, I believe in you. God, you will make me do well in my exams. God, you will give me the strength. God, you will give me the wisdom. God, you will give me a good life. You talk to God. That is prayer. You listen to God. Not only you talk, you also listen to God.
Okay, sir. And the third question is that what are the three elements of spirituality? Because when I saw this question, when I was reading about this question on Google, it actually said that the three elements are relationship, life, purpose, and value. Can you tell me how can that be?
What are the three elements?
Relationship, life, purpose, and value.
So this is something somebody, this is not the three elements. Spirituality is the science of the spirit. So spirituality is like you have got, which standard you are in?
Okay.
Which standard?
Um,
In school,
Acha. I am in fourth grade.
fourth grade. So you don't have much of science still. No, you have chemistry, biology, physics. You don't have.
No.
Ah, so you will not. So science means something logical. You ask your mama, papa to explain. So spirituality is a science. Science means it is logical. For example, can you see from your ears?
No.
Can you smell from your eyes?
No.
What do you do with your eyes?
I see with my eyes.
And your nose?
I breathe from my nose.
Okay. And your ears?
I hear from my ears.
Correct. So, like that, this is scientifically, means logically understanding I am the soul, I am the Atma. So, you're yet a very young girl, but it's very good you've got so much interest. So, slowly, slowly you'll understand. But spirituality, those three elements are good. Having relationships and all that is good. But spirituality is a science which makes you realize I am not the body mind, I am the divine soul. So that is what it is.
Okay, Guruji. Thank you, Guruji.
Thank you for asking. You're the only one who's asking question today. Otherwise, we have to have chutti today. We have got Aham Atma. Otherwise, at 8 o'clock, the people are still getting warm. At 9 o'clock, people don't want to go. At 9 o'clock, we have to hurry up and say over. Okay, Aham Atma. Thank you, Sarah.
Yeah, yeah. Good evening, Guruji. Good
Good
evening.
evening, sir.
I have started. I have started reading the book Dream. Dream versus reality. Both are illusion. Dream, I can accept that illusion, whether it is a good dream or bad dream. The moment I wake up from bed, it is an illusion. But in your book, it is you are saying that life itself is a long dream like that. Mind is okay. Intellectually, I can understand. But experientially, is it possible to live a life like that actually?
That's the only way to live life. If you don't live life like it's a dream, then you will be troubled. Everything will trouble you. Every moment, people will trouble you. Good and bad things will trouble you. Tragedies will trouble you. Bad health will trouble you. See, in the end, ultimately, in the dream, what happens? When you wake up in the dream, what happens? Arey, kuch bhi nahi tha na.
Hmm.
Just a dream. What is the big deal? When you wake up from a dream, do you start analyzing? Oh, in the dream, that monkey was chasing me, and that donkey also was chasing me. Why that monkey and donkey was chasing me in the dream? Do you analyze?
No,
Why you don't analyze?
it's a dream. It's a
Ah.
dream.
So in life also, when life is over, do we have to analyze life? Suppose our life is over today. Do we have to analyze what happened in our full life?
No, no. We have to see
It's
the
over.
future. Yeah, yeah.
No, it's over. Suppose life is over. The moment of death. In the moment of death, what is that? What is there to analyze?
So
See, in the
it's
dream, and I always ask the question in the dream, if in the dream, my dream, you borrowed 10 lakhs from me, in the morning I'll wake up and come and tell, Ahmatma, please give 10 lakhs. I can tell.
not at all possible.
Why? Because,
Reality, it is not there.
but suppose in reality, you take 10 lakhs from me. So
Hmm.
you take 10 lakhs from me in reality, but ultimately, in the end of the day, if you take 10 lakhs, I am gone or you are gone, then
Hmm.
what happens?
That also becomes a dream like that.
Suppose somebody borrows money from you and the
Hmm.
fellow, there's no record of it. The fellow dies. What will you
Hmm.
do?
We have to file the case against her.
But it's a cash transaction. There is no,
There is no proof. All of that. Okay.
then what happens?
I have to write off.
So you as a chartered accountant, you know, bad debts. How they
Bad
write off
debts.
bad debt.
Yeah, write off bad debts. Yeah.
So,
Guruji,
yeah.
yeah. ऐसे आप बोलिए sir, आप बोलिए ना ना.
No.
I
So
have.
so one of the good question that you're asking today, what is the difference between dream and reality?
Hmm.
Dream we understand. We understand dream
Yeah,
is dream.
we
We all
understand.
understand.
Yeah.
But reality, what we are thinking is real, is also mithya. No, it's
It-
all maya. Everything is maya.
Hmm.
You agree everything is maya, or you have doubt everything is
No,
everything is
no
real?
doubt, no doubt. But how to live? How to live practically? I want to apply it. That is the thing I am asking this.
Practically you cannot apply this. Practically you cannot live like it's a dream, because practically you have to live your life properly.
Yeah.
Practically you cannot say, oh, it's a dream, so I will not eat my food, I will not go to office. No, you will do, but you will
You
keep
will do.
you will be conscious that
Hmm.
ultimately nothing matters.
I think. Yeah.
Why ultimately nothing matters? Because ultimately it's like a dream. Ultimately we have to go. It's a
Hmm.
show. Okay, suppose today, suppose somebody's son run away, somebody's son run away with some girl. What you'll do now? Say your son run away with some girl. What do you do?
We can't do. We can't do anything. We have to accept the reality.
Yeah, so your son is not. Your son is set 25 years old. He's not a kid. So your son is run
Legally
away.
and yeah,
What can you do?
perfect. Yeah. Guruji,
Ah.
yeah, Guruji, I have a doubt. I can't travel in two boats at the same time. Actually, no? There is one way of looking at the life. You have to see the life as a dream. Okay, reality. I will do my work, office work, jo bhi ho. I have to keep that awareness in my mind that life is also like a dream. That is one way of looking at life. Yeah, one another way you told that everything is a leela. Which way is better? Which way is better? Either to look at the life as a leela or as a dream, which is more
Actually,
effective.
okay. Let me please understand it very clearly.
Both are true, but I can follow one.
It is both. No, it is both.
Okay, huh? You both
See,
are true, but
wait,
which is
both are
which
both are
for
not
which
true.
I have to give the weightage more?
Both are not true.
Both are not. Okay.
Both are mithya.
No.
Jagat mithya, Prabhu satya. Only one
Hmm.
reality. What is the one reality?
God. God is the
God.
only.
God has God has created this Maya. You agree?
Yeah,
This whole universe is manifestation of God. You have difficulty in understanding?
yeah. Agreed.
In this Maya, there is a Leela. The drama is unfolding in this Maya.
Hmm.
Am I explaining clearly? Can this Leela happen without the Maya?
Not possible. Maya
What
is the
comes first?
foundation.
First comes Maya, first comes Leela.
Maya is the first power of God.
Maya is the projection of the whole world. In the projection, there is the Leela, the drama plays. Karma comes.
Now, whether to look at a life as a dream is effective or as a leela, we are facing lot of problems in our life. How to take
No,
the life? How to
you
how
are
to say how to sail through the life? We are attaching to the Almighty. How to
when you
sail through?
realize when you realize you are the soul has no problems.
Okay. Understood.
Who's having problem? Who's having problem?
Mind and
Only
ego. Mind and ego.
body, mind, ego.
Understood. I got the
But
crux
you
of
have
it.
got interesting questions. Come back in round number 2. Please come back.
Sure. Yeah.
Shiba Krishna. Because if otherwise there's no question. People asking questions. So you keep your questions ready. Shiba Krishna, Atmanand, and Will. We have now 4 players on the field. Shiba Krishna, Atmanand, and Will.
Guruji, pranam, Guruji.
Pranam.
Guruji, that day you were telling the story about the elephant and the disciple. Na, that story है ना गुरुजी, वो story मेरे लिए ही बनी है गुरुजी. तो वो elephant के सामने में disciple, I am the disciple and I am standing in front of the elephant and 100 times I am getting injured. 100 times I am getting kicked out and I am using the technique ABCD over there. So that technique is not applicable over there, Guruji. In front of the elephant, technique number ABCD is applicable, Guruji.
ABCD, yes. A means what?
Acceptance.
B means what?
Be the divine. Be in consciousness.
B, do your best. B means do your best.
Sorry, do your best.
And C means what?
Be in the consciousness.
If you're in consciousness, you will see the elephant, or you will not see the elephant as the mad elephant.
No, Guruji, but I couldn't apply only that technique from so many years.
Because you're not in consciousness.
Guruji, but from my side, the upbringing was that कि तुम्हारा कर्मा है, तुम्हारे को सहन करना है, तुम्हारे को वहीं मरना है और तुम्हारे को वहीं जीना है.
हाँ, वो भाड़ में जाओ,
वो भाड़ में,
वो टीचिंग को निकाल के कचड़ा का डब्बा में डालो.
हाँ, तो वो टीचिंग की वजह से ना गुरुजी, इतने सालों से जो टीचिंग थी ना, वही टीचिंग में अप्लाई कर.
We have been taught many lies. We have been taught the lies that God lives in the skies. इसलिए जब भी पूजा करते हैं, हमारे ऊपर पूजा करते हैं. क्यों ऊपर पूजा करते हैं? क्यों नीचे पूजा नहीं करते? प्रभु नीचे नहीं है क्या?
हाँ, तो गुरुजी, तो अभी ये मेरा कर्मा है या मुझे मालूम नहीं. why I was facing all these situations, गुरुजी, that 14th February and then 14 को ये सेशन हुआ और 15 को there was total transformation, गुरुजी. Total means total. Yesterday only I was going to tell, but you were in the hurry. That's why I shut my mouth, गुरुजी. Because जब तक मैं एक्सप्रेस नहीं करूंगी ना, तब तक मुझे शांति नहीं लगती है, गुरुजी. I cannot.
Every few days you come to consciousness, then you lose consciousness, then you come back to consciousness, then you lose consciousness.
No, Guruji, I am into 100% total consciousness. I am speaking.
तो अगर कोई मैड एलिफेंट है और सामने जाके वो मैड एलिफेंट लात मारेगा, तो उसका मतलब यू आर नॉट इन कॉन्शियसनेस ना.
बट गुरुजी, अपब्रिंगिंग भी ऐसी है ना कि तेरा कर्मा है, तुझे सहन करना है. और मुझे भी ऐसा लगता था कि नहीं, मुझे अगर मुक्ति चाहिए तो मुझे सहन करना है. दैट्स व्हाई आई वेंट इनटू ओवरथिंकिंग, फियर, स्ट्रेस. गुरुजी, कितना सारा. देन आई वेंट इनटू फ्लैशबैक कि कितना सारा मैंने फेस किया बिकॉज ऑफ. मुझे समझ में नहीं आ रहा है गुरुजी, मैंने क्यों फेस किया.
You're not taking the classes seriously.
No, Guruji.
If you take the class seriously, जिंदगी का मकसद है. वो मकसद है क्या है? प्रभु पाना. मकसद क्या है? We are not body, mind, ego. We are divine soul. कर्मा क्या है? We can choose our karma. Follow the path clearly. There will be no problem.
Guruji, but that thing was only not applicable. ऐसा नहीं गुरुजी, मैं seriously लेती नहीं हूँ. There are so many transformations going on, Guruji.
I know. I'm just provoking that to you. So ये बात में भी अगर पागल हाथी आ रहा है, सामने आ रहा है, तो समझो पागल हाथी का मतलब नहीं कि उसमें प्रभु है तो मैं उसको पागल आदमी से वो लात मार के.
सर गुरुजी, मैं वही कर रही थी गुरुजी. एंड कितना सारा फेस किया. एंड आई लॉस्ट सो मेनी थिंग्स, सो मेनी इयर्स आई लॉस्ट इन दैट.
अच्छा, अभी हो गया. So come back with next question if you have another question. Now Krishna. हाँ
गुरुजी, अगर तुम्हारी फ्रीक्वेंसी किसी के साथ मैच ही नहीं होती है तो तुम मैच करने की कोशिश क्यों करती हो?
दुनिया में कोई भी किसी का फ्रीक्वेंसी मैच नहीं होता. दुनिया में किसी का भी फ्रीक्वेंसी किसी से मैच नहीं हो सकता है.
तो फिर मैच करने के लिए उसको टॉलरेट
मैच नहीं करना, मैच प्रभु से करना है. बस प्रभु से करो. कृष्णा, प्रभु से मैच करके प्रभु के प्यार में जियो, सब में प्रभु को देखो. That's all.
Guruji, but why did it take so much time to understand, Guruji, that
now also I don't know if you understand or you are still tomorrow you will again not understand.
No, Guruji. Now total, Guruji, I understood 100% ki what.
Krishna Atmanand Vid. Okay.
Thank you.
Good. Thank you. Krishna Atmanand Vid.
Mr. Shivoham.
Shivoham.
So just now, beginning you said to ask questions, and you also say questions generally come from the mind state. Questions
No.
Because.
Wait. I never say question come from the mind. So just to correct that point, if question come from the mind, it will be irrelevant question. When question comes from thought, discriminated by intellect, then that's a good question. Question will come from a thought. Suppose question, so I'll give you an example. Suppose I have a pimple. The question comes to the mind. The mind will say, this is cancer. The thought will say, what is this? Can it be some cancer or it's just a boil or a pimple? The question from the mind will immediately create MIND, misery, ignorance, negativity, and desire. The question which comes from discriminative intellect will be an intelligent question. So you should use questions from the intellectual point of view. Agreed? Is my point coming across okay?
Yeah, because your statement is correct, but generally when a guru is telling us some things, and generally the questions, I don't know whether, I'm not saying without faith or trust, but that एक ऐसा होगा, हमेशा एक kind of a,
ये कौन बोल रहा है? ये कौन बोल रहा है? ये कैसा होगा? ये कैसा होगा? Who's telling?
Yeah, if I ask, you'll immediately say you're speaking from the mind. Right.
No, I'm asking when there's a
So
doubt coming.
nowadays I try to silence
When
my
the,
mind. Yeah.
when the doubt is coming, when the question is coming, a doubt. So where is the doubtful question coming from?
Doubt in the sense I don't understand you. Then it is
Then
called
you
a
have to
doubt,
ask,
right?
say, I don't understand. Can you please explain?
Yeah, फिर now मुझे खुद I adopted a technique कि just like somebody, this is again a spiritual person told me, you adopt a non-cooperation movement with your mind, just like Gandhiji did. It is non-cooperate. Tell the mind to shut up. But thing is, that is a kind of a denial. I'm trying to just accept what you say, which sometimes doesn't work on a longer period, you know. उस
I
time
know.
में
So suppose I say something and now you are confused, you are one, what your consciousness is believing it's right. Your mind is telling you it's not right. There's a conflict in your head, or your consciousness is off. Your mind is saying, ये तो गलत बोल रहा है, AiR तो आज गलत बोला, पूरा wrong बोला. If that is the case, with all humility, you have to say, is this right or this wrong? I'm thinking this is right or wrong. What is the concept of ask AiR every day? The concept of ask AiR is to ask questions.
there must be a point. For example, even when you say mind and consciousness, for us, there is इतना ज्यादा फर्क नहीं लग रहा है. Only thing is we are not bombarded by thought 100%. It is one thought which is coming in and saying, look, do you agree? And there are things which I don't agree. For example, yesterday's question, I did not understand what was your final answer.
What was the
Ki
question yesterday?
After all the discussions like this, I'm asking again. I'm really scared to even say this now in the call because I feel, am I going against the decorum? Because when you, after the discussion, you said, God, why you don't live forever? Because God never wanted you to live forever. That was like, after I was expecting some other answer. So maybe my expectations went wrong. I was expecting some other, because pehle hi, I think Chidananji or somebody said it was not the design. Maybe the words were
So we
different.
got 4 or 5 points. Siri, what are the 5 points we did? Let Siri read the
मेरे
points.
पास है. I have the 5 points. I've
No,
got
no,
the
just
5 points.
to explain the last point. Let us be clear.
But
So
your
Siri
last
speaking.
point
Yeah.
is what I'm
So
having
you
a
should
doubt.
ask. If you don't ask, means you continue to be in doubt.
Yeah. And another, I'll tell you, sir, I said, what, sir? I'm not now asking my
Unmute
question.
Siri. Yeah, continue.
Yeah.
Continue, Krishna.
No, so I get, no, sir, you can let you continue. I don't ask.
See, what happens is the state of awakening or the state of enlightenment is a state where the mind is constantly trying to pull us down. Constantly it is trying to pull us down. So unless we are in consciousness, there is no harm in questioning anything. For example, when my guru talked of the astral world, you know that story, right? When my guru told about the astral world, did I believe it? I told no, guru, how can it be astral world? Explain to me.
There
Then
can be one instance. You are repeating that one instance. मुझे कभी-कभी लगता है because I पहले ही मेरे अंदर है कि God sees your availability and not your eligibility. तो मुझे कभी-कभी लगता है कि am I eligible to continue? Because every time why am I having this doubt? Why am I not able to agree? So I nowadays I agree. I think let me agree. But for example, you tell to somebody कि I'm just telling an example which came into my mind. It is my mind, of course. कि I'm not alone. God is with me. Right. So then I think, is it duality or non-duality? Wo question immediately pops up in my mind.
a
But I
correct
cannot
question.
question.
It is correct question. That is duality. I am not alone, God is with me, but that duality then tells that God is in me, that is me, I am nothing. So from duality, only from duality comes non-duality. We have already discussed this. There will always be duality, non-duality, duality, non-duality. Always there will be duality, non-duality. But non-duality must prevail over duality. So I'm going to answer 2 of your questions now. I am not alone, God is with me. I am not alone. The Jivatma is saying, I am not alone, God is with me. Then the Jivatma says, but what am I? मैं क्या हूँ, कुछ भी नहीं, सब कुछ तुम ही हो प्रभु. Therefore, I am not alone, God is me, and ultimately you are me. Where is the question? That's when I feel I become you. Then where is loneliness? So from duality comes non-duality. So we should not resist questions. First of all, you must not, only the questions should come out of consciousness. The question should come out of faith, out of humility, out of trust, out of clarity. No harm. And one should not feel that I should not ask questions.
So
Ha.
हम लोग इधर आ रहे हैं is only because of faith. No, we want it. For example, today you said enlightenment is not an easy thing. But again, मुझे लगा, if who am I am not able to understand who am I, which should be the easiest thing for me. No, if I don't understand who am I, then why
If
am
it
I
was the
here?
easiest if it was the easiest thing, then Elon Musk and Donald Trump would all have not be there. They would not exist. If the Putin in Russia would not be there, Zelensky would not be there, Netanyahu would not be there. There would be none of these people would be there. See, you are amongst the few blessed people who are 1% of the people who are seeking the truth. Don't, when the mind tries to, this is what it's called. You know what this state is called? The mind is drilling and killing. When the mind takes a person, immediately you should go into silence. Immediately you should still and say, okay, I don't want my Mr. Mind. I know you very well. I know you are trying to trouble me. I know you are trying to affect me.
Yeah, I use these techniques of silence. I do sit in silence. That's what I said. When somebody said a non-cooperation movement with the mind, I just loved it.
Yeah.
But I'm not getting anywhere. So I'm just moving in circles, in circles.
You have gone a long way. There will not even be 1% of the world who is fortunate as where you have reached. But you need to continue to lock in BBC. You need to lock in consciousness. Now, for example, today, semi-consciousness, semi-mind. You are wavering now. Today, little bit consciousness, little bit mind. Little bit consciousness, little bit mind. So when you're fully in consciousness, you'll be enjoying the Ask Care session 1 hour. There will be nothing because full
Oh,
consciousness.
I do enjoy. It's not that I don't enjoy, but there are many things which come in. As you said, maybe my mind. Today is your story. The bird in a cage and the bird in forest, and then you did. Then you said the second bird again, saying that ki the bird was happy inside the cage. So again, मेरे अंदर आया कि when I apply to myself, finally, whether you are in a cage or a forest, it's your prarabdha. You need to, in spirituality, it is irrespective of the circumstances you are in. Because मुझे लगा freedom is something beyond this. तो मुझे लगा कि but every time I don't ask, I feel ashamed of myself.
That is wrong. That is wrong. You should ask. And every time you ask, you will go one step forward. Every time you ask, you will go one step. I must have, how long you have been with me?
2 years.
How long I have asked questions from my guru?
I
20 years. Will you remember this from today onwards? I am asking AiR question from 2 years. AiR asked Dada question for 20 years.
So, okay, so when you are telling your story of enlightenment, and I think next Friday also you're going to tell some stories, but let us also know your struggles. What were the things you really had difficulty in overcoming?
Yeah, there was nothing great. What was the greatest thing was my desire for Prabhu, my desire for the truth, my passion that overcome and all the
That
difficulties
हम
passed
लोग के
on.
पास भी है. We are also yearning
I
like.
That's why you all are here. Why you know very well. You know some people who are on this call. You must be noticing. Oh, 4 दिन के बाद आया है. You know, surely you must be noticing. Some people are come after 4 days, 6 days, 8 days.
But I believe even if they go from this call, their quest will be to get Prabhu only.
So very good. If we can go from this call and we can get Prabhu, very good. Suppose we go for the call and we get lost, then you come back again.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong. You don't need any admission ticket to enter. No, you don't need any. Whenever somebody is coming after 1 month on the call or 15 days or after some people come like Amitabh Bachchan special appearance in the movie. They will come once in 1 month. Then they'll come and ask question after 1 month. Guruji, kaisa ho gaya? Still we respect. No, do we have a problem?
So let me ask a final question about mind. When you say mind is miseries, ignorance, negativity, and desire, so desires we don't have. Desire is for Prabhu, right? And ignorance also, you are clearing our ignorance, and most of the things you have taught us by now. And miseries nahi hai, anger, fear, stress, ये सब हमारे में नहीं है. So you think why I'm slipping to mind is because of my negativity?
Because you have kept you have closed all the doors, but back door you have kept open. You lock the main door, you lock the windows, you locked everything. वो kitchen का door for taking the garbage out, that door is open. Mind comes from that door. Suddenly it will come, then you push it out, then it will come.
That is what I say. I push it out. Nowadays, when you say, I think, no, because your story of faith and trust was beautiful. Maybe I don't have trust. You said trust is 100%. So मुझे आजकल लगता है कि नहीं, let me just accept. But that acceptance, नहीं, it doesn't work in a longer period of time. Then again,
Yeah, Krishna, ultimately, we must have clear choice what we want, and we must be sure of the path, and we must continue. There will be situations. I'll give you one live example today. I came back after travel from 10 days. In my locked room, suddenly there are 20 makhis, big makhis. From a locked room, how 20 big makhis have come? Now the question is for me is not so much to worry about where the makhis came from. First of all, what is the question? Big flies. I have to get them out. And I can't take that electronic bat and kill them like that in 1 minute. I cannot buy one electronic bat because my values don't permit that. So so one by one I'm catching, throwing them out one by. So I'm saying, when the mind comes, when the makhis come, the analogy, if the mind comes like a makhi, we have to push them out. And that is the only way. You also know it, even though despite whatever we have spoken now, of course, after Will and Atmanand, we will talk of the yesterday's subject. I want to touch that before we close. So Siri, please come on after this. But we have to, you sometimes think my life is so maja, I don't have any of these issues. I also get mind coming. Mind enters that comes from some corner, somewhere mind comes and enters. It creates so much misery.
Sir, let me tell you again, it is with humility. मेरा life में मुझे कोई disturbances नहीं है, except that I have to travel with my husband maybe, and but there also he takes care. But if I cannot understand, then I feel कि why am I? It's like I failing every time, I'm not
If you
able
cannot
to
understand, ask. There is no failure. Winners don't quit, and quitters don't win.
It's good. The quotes are good, but finally,
No, you understand. I shall never fail because I shall never quit. The moment I quit, then it's over. As long as I've not quit, have I failed? I'm asking the question. As long as in boxing, as long as the boxer is trying, can he be declared loser? You have to be very clear. Prabhu, I seek you. I am nothing. And that is why Sat Chit Anand is very important. Sat. Constantly focus on Sat. Constantly focus on Chit. If you have Sat Chit, Sat Chit, Sat Chit, Sat Chit, Sat Chit, Sat Chit, only two things we need. If you're asking me what are the two things we need in life, Sat Chit, Sat Chit, Sat Chit. Nothing can defeat you. Right now, you are not able to be Satchidanand is missing because Chit is wavering. Mind is coming, mind is drilling, mind is asking silly questions, mind is pushing, mind is pulling you down, pushing, telling something. Oh, hello. Hello, thoda. Wait. For your non-cooperation movement with the mind. You're right. I didn't tell. You told me. Because if you cooperate with the mind and you let the mind make you blind, then nothing can happen. Okay, good, interesting. So we have got after Atmanand and Will. And Siri. Siri will come after. Siri wants to start. Come on, Siri. Let's start with Siri, then Atmanand and Will. Yes, Siri. What are the points you wrote yesterday?
First question is, why don't we live forever?
Correct.
The answer is, we don't live forever because only at the time of liberation we have to become one with God.
Therefore, the first point was very clear that we don't live forever because we need to die to attain God. Point number one. Point number two.
Number two, rebirth. rebirth. If we don't die, then how the rebirth will come? Karma.
Yeah. This whole world is functioning with birth, death, BLK, DRM. Therefore, we need to die and need to be reborn. Okay, then
Third one is other creatures. Suppose you are born as dog or
list
cat,
told. Yes.
some other-
How can
how
can
can
all
they get liberated till if you don't die, then they have to die. Then again they have to take the human birth. Then only they can be
correct? Very good. Third point is other creatures have to die. That's why we all have to die.
Fourth is,
Fourth,
if we are suffering, we keep on suffering. When will we get the suffering will end only if we die. Otherwise,
correct.
we cannot keep on suffering.
And every human being experiences dukkha, and we cannot have dukkha forever. Therefore, to end suffering, death is a must. Then
Last is, what is the purpose? Without no purpose of life. Because there should be a purpose of life. Why we live? If we, without that means we will die. We have to have a purpose to realize God. So we have to have no purpose of life means then how we can live forever. That should.
so
Ending
how
point
did-
was very good, which you gave a talk. That the last quote which you told is, God gave us life to realize that you are God. We are not made to live forever. We are meant to live within the short span of life. We have to realize God. This was
that was the
the
last point, right? So that point is, in fact, that point encompasses everything. We don't live forever because that is I told you, God has designed this world in such a way that we are not supposed to live forever. If we are supposed to live forever, then how mukti, how moksha, how karma, nothing will fit into place. So the principal plan of the divine is everybody who comes goes. Everybody who is born must die. Right? And if we don't live if we live forever, what you said, the last point which Tonya told, if we live forever, then there will be no purpose. I think that's we need, because there is limited time with a cricket match, it has to be finished fast. So there is a limited time, so we have to finish. So Krishna, I don't know if you any of these points you still have a doubt. I don't think there's any problem in this, and we could have continued another 1 hour and had more areas, but this is an aha moment for people. I don't know, so many things. Why don't we live forever? No, we cannot live forever because we are immortal soul. We come and we go. This Maya, this Leela, this projection will happen. But ultimately, Prabhu has got a plan that we have to attain Prabhu, Mumukshu, Jigyasu. We have to become Jnani, Yogi. So this is we cannot live forever. No, because if we don't attain it, then we have to go again. We have to come. When one is over, you don't read one book and stop reading. If you don't read the same book again and again and again, you read a book, then over. Then you read next book, over. Then you read next book, right? So life is like that. I mean, we can have many more analogies, but okay. If Krishna wants to ask on this question, we can elaborate. Atmanand.
Shivam Guruji.
Sure, sir.
So, in continuation with the question that we asked yesterday about why we don't live forever. So, similar thing. What I feel is the question of why there is suffering when we live. Is that because so that we realize the purpose of life? That is why God also created suffering.
So you tell no, wait, pause. Now you are speaking in mind state. Now go to consciousness state. Go back to consciousness. Wipe your mind. Clear.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm asking you the question. You asked the question. Now I'm asking you the question. You tell me what is the cause of suffering.
Mind and ego.
What does the mind and ego suffers?
No, basically our identification with body, mind, and ego, right?
Then what happens?
Basically, there's what a pain in the body, misery of the mind, and agony of the ego.
These are the three miseries.
Correct.
But suddenly you're standing the road. One elephant comes and kicks you. It does happen just because mad world God has made? Why is suffering happening in the world? What is the cause?
It is karma, right?
So you know the answer, no?
No. So I'm telling, was it designed in this way so that people realize?
No, you are giving the answer karma, and you're saying it was designed.
Okay.
Now I'm asking you the question. If you don't have karma, you become a karma yogi, you don't do bad things from body, mind, ego, then will you have suffering?
No.
Why does the world have suffering? Tell me.
Karma. Because of karma, right?
Because they think you are meant to suffer. But Siba told today. Siba told, oh, हमारे को बोला तुम्हारे को suffer करना ही है. Do
No,
you
no,
believe it?
to be very honest, before that Pune retreat, I also always thought that way, that there is
Do you
karma.
still think so?
No, no, no. That was the biggest point that I got in Pune, that we can transcend karma. So before that, I've never heard this. I mean, I was never aware of that concept.
So I'm asking you a counter question today. Is there a way to live with eternal happiness? Is it possible to live with eternal bliss, or we have to suffer?
There is a possibility.
Of course. But if you let the mind come and if your mind creates fear, worry, stress, anxiety, regret, shame, and guilt, then what's going to happen?
Oh, then we are going to suffer.
If your ego comes and creates anger, hate, revenge, jealousy, pride, greed, and selfishness, what's going to happen?
At least we won't. We will not be in happiness or whatever bliss. We won't be in bliss.
So we are such in this call. So scientifically we understand. We scientifically understand cause of all miseries, cause of all the agony, cause of the body suffering. Why does the body suffer?
Body suffer also because of karma only, right?
Obviously, no. Otherwise, why the body will suffer? Unless God is mad.
No, actually, I was talking to somebody. He was telling, why should we, work towards moksha? And when I was talking to him, looks like he had no suffering. I mean, his life has been very smooth. So he says, yeah, I want to come back and I want to enjoy. So that's why, this question came to me.
You please go deeper and look at that guy's life, and you will know what suffering he has.
No, at
Look
least
at-
that's how he presented to me. Yeah, why should
Yeah.
I have? I need to go into my life. Why I want to go into his life?
So therefore, good question, good ways not to worry about people. I am asking you a question. You think Mukesh Ambani is the happiest man in the world?
No, 100% he's not happy. I can give it in writing.
Who you think Donald Trump is the happiest man? Elon Musk is the happiest man?
Those kind of people I can give it to you in writing. On a stamp paper also I can give it to you in writing.
So let us, even the friend who came and told you that I want to come back because I don't want moksha because I'm enjoying life. You know the reason what he's saying. You understand, right? This is avidya. This comes from the quote, ignorance is bliss. I am very happy. I am the happiest man. There's a man who tells me, all the people who go and test for cancer are fools. I said, why? He said, if I have cancer also, I don't go and test. If I have to die, I'll die. So you go by him?
No.
This is the analogy he's saying. Okay, if I have cancer, what is there? If I have cancer, I will die now. Why I must test for cancer? See, understand, people in this world are struggling. Atmanand, the fact of the matter, we are not trying to behave like champions on this call. With all humility, we discuss essential truth of life. We try. People don't even know there is a way out of anger, hate, revenge, jealousy. They don't know such a thing exists. They cannot even believe that they can be free. They don't even know they can be free from fear, worry, stress, anxiety. How people are living deadly lives. People are living deadly, miserable lives. You doubt what I'm saying, Adnan? You think you doubt it?
No, in fact, I have no doubt after somehow that, I mean, related to the previous conversation also, I wanted to ask you this. Somehow I feel very confident that, I will achieve moksha, but I don't think I'm the most senior and the most eligible in this group. So sometimes I feel, am I fooling myself? But at least I don't have any doubt.
There is no seniority and eligibility here. Everybody is eligible. Who will attain it? It is not who's here last for 5 years or 6 years or 4 years or 3 years. Who is sincere? Who wants Prabhu? Who is desperately seeking SIP? Who is not going to slip? Who is following the steps, the 8 stages of spiritual awakening? Who is overcoming the roadblocks? Who is using the techniques? We have got how many things in this call we are talking about? I am asking you one last question. If anybody, not everybody, if anybody in this call follows to the T, every dot, every I cross, every T of what we speak, you think you can escape from enlightenment can escape you?
No, you cannot. It is like, in the board exams, it is very difficult. 10th board exam, it is very difficult to fail. Even if you study slightly, you will pass. Like that, if you follow these principles, I mean, somehow I feel very confident that it will happen, and it will happen for everybody. It's not that I am something special. I feel,
It will
that
happen for everybody who does not quit. You have seen people after you're joining. There are some people who came for 1 month every day, then they're gone. What happened to them?
I feel sorry for them, bad luck for them.
But you can't, because you can't feel sorry for them, because their karma brought them here. Their karma took them away. Yes, I feel sorry, but I am not supposed to feel sorry. So I want to start a new process with all of you. I want to help all of you on a one-on-one basis. I'm thinking how to do it. I don't know. I want to help each one of you to find a method where you all work towards your enlightenment, see what is missing, analyze where you are lost, analyze where you are caught. I want to help you. So I realize, although I'm doing this happiness thing is okay to help people in the kindergarten, but the main thing, I want to help people get enlightenment. I don't know how many people I will help. I can't make you enlightened, but I can facilitate your enlightenment. I have to guide you in every possible way. But you have to take the step. I can't change your mind to consciousness. I can't. I can't force you to ask question every day on this call. Can I force you to ask question every day on this call? I'm telling you so much. Make it a habit. Try to ask a question every day. I have told those people who ask question every day, every day, every day, every day, every day. What does the Bible say? Ask and you shall receive. Seek and you shall find. Knock and it shall open. But if you don't ask, if you think it's a silly question and you think, oh, I feel stupid to ask this question, who's making you feel stupid? Why your mind is making you feel stupid? When I am happy to answer questions, in fact, I have to tell, please come on, ask questions. 8 o'clock every day we have to take time to garam hone ko. We have to take some time to heat. The heater takes some time. Then 9 o'clock, everybody, please go. Come on, go. Everybody 9 o'clock, same story. No, 8 o'clock, we want interesting questions. 8 o'clock, we want a start. We want people to facilitate this group to start asking questions, tough questions, intellectual questions, deep questions. 8 o'clock. Ask question every day. I'm telling all of you, I'm committed to your enlightenment. But you have to be committed equally. I want to help you, and we can find a method. I was thinking the next retreat, if only we talk of those techniques, 40 techniques of enlightenment. Two topics I selected. So it can be a huge retreat. I took two things. One is initiation and self-certification, and techniques. If only we touch these two things, 2 days will be gone. And it will help each one. It will help each one with your own initiation and your own techniques. All of you can reach closer to enlightenment with that session. Okay. Thank you, Atmanand, Will, Bliss, Chidanand, Sita, Rutanu.
Thanks for this session.
Yes, sir.
I enjoyed your conversation with Nikhilji. Quite
Okay.
nice. And I was wondering if you could just explain a little bit how you feel those interviews are going. I had the idea that you could there's many people in India that obviously it would be nice to hear, but you may not have the time, I don't know. And also it's quite difficult to arrange these things, I imagine. But I think what you're doing is quite nice because you're presenting happiness to the general audience. And it would be nice. There are many top philosophers in India. It would be nice, just chat, friendly, nothing too difficult, just to explain.
So we are trying. And then one of the new people who's in the internet. I don't know all of you have heard a new person who's on the internet. He's called IIT Baba. Have you heard IIT Baba? You know, Will, about IIT Baba?
I haven't heard. No, didn't know that.
Oh, he's coming to meet me for an podcast. He's coming to do a podcast with me hopefully this week. So Everybody is talking about IIT Baba.
Ah.
He's from IIT and he's become a Baba.
Yeah, interesting.
So we are trying to make, see, but ultimately for me, Will, I was just telling Atmanan just now, my goal is to help you reach yours.
Yes.
My goal is to, if there are 100, 200 of you who are coming to this call, out of all of you, hardly 50 to 75 are coming regularly on this call. For me, these less than 100, my target is to help you to be completely enlightened. That is my goal. Now I want to work harder. This year, I want to work harder to help you. And wherever you are stuck, I want to help you get unstuck. I want to, I want to help you. Suppose you're having a problem with the mind. Suppose you're having a problem with some life or with some people or some relationships or God. I want to help you. I want to help you on one-on-one basis. So let me see how we are going to do it. I don't know, but I'm hoping to do it.
The problem always is you only have 24 hours a day, the same as the rest. It's difficult to fit everything in, I can see.
But those who are interested, there are not everybody who is not interested in. Not everybody wants to seek enlightenment so passionately. Those who want to, I want to change the gear. I want to help some people see where you are stuck. What is holding you back? So you need to have your book. You need to have your notebook, and you need to have your self-certification, and you need to see which techniques are not working for you, and I have to help you, provided you are completely aligned. Okay, good. Bliss and Shidanand.
Hi, Shwam there, Shwam, everyone.
Yes,
Like you,
Shivoham.
everyone. I would like to know, as Krishna, I have some interrogation about the bird in the cage because I don't think so. One is more taken than other because
One
they
is
are
more.
the life. Huh?
What you don't think? What one is more?
More taken than the other because the
Immortal.
bow taken, taken, take.
What
They
she say?
are. You don't understand what I try to explain. The bird is in the cage and the otter is in the forest.
Yeah.
And what is the better in the two birds?
You tell
Because
me.
no one is taken. They are in the life and they are different life.
So what
So
is
when
better?
you say in this golden cage, what you want to, what is the matter of this? What you want to,
Golden
and then you
cage
agree with
means
that.
golden cage means that I am happy, I have a house, I have people, I have clothes, I don't need to explore, I don't need to find the truth, I don't need to realize the truth, I don't need liberation. So which is better?
Okay, you talk about it about this matter. Okay, I understand better now.
Ah.
So it's
So
better to see the
we
world
are
and
not
understand what happened everywhere.
we are not meant to be a bird in the golden cage. No.
Now we have to look around and
We
find
have to open our wings and not
and
let them tie by strings. And we have to
no.
fly in the sky and we have to find out who am I.
Yes, I understand
If
better now.
many people, they want security. Oh, somebody is giving me food. The bird in the cage wants to come back in the cage. No need to find for food because the
Yes,
person put the food in the cage.
yes.
But the
But
bird in the forest has to find for the food.
it's a form of freedom also because they don't have to work. They have to stay quiet
Ah,
and
so this is a very big Indian philosopher, Rabindranath Tagore. He wrote this poem. You study The Two Birds by Tagore, Tagore. Study it and you come back tomorrow and talk about it.
yeah, you have to send me what you talk about because I don't understand the title.
Nothing. Two
Yes,
birds and Tagore, Tagore. That's all.
Tagore.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
all. Please
okay,
study. If you have a problem, you WhatsApp me. Okay?
Okay, thank you.
Good, thank you. Bless Chidanand, Sita, Rutanu, Atmanand.
Shivam Guruji,
Shivam, sir.
I had a dilemma
Yeah,
because uh, the only way to come out of this circle of life and death is to remove the ignorance. So the
correct.
primary cause of whatever is happening, I feel well, if you miss that goal of removal of ignorance, then people feel if I got all the pleasures, so I am lucky, God is favoring me. Or if I am having lot of dukkha, it is because of my prarabdha. But according to me, golden chain also is a golden chain. So as long as the ignorance remains, this cause of samsara is avidya. So as long as avidya remains, I think there's no possibility of moksha. That's
Correct.
how, because of that ignorance only, we are forced to look everything as a leela, maya, and we have our own notions of spirituality. Because I am favored, that means I should get moksha immediately. Not necessary. Or because I have got lot of trouble, like lot of saints, they do lot of physical penance and all that, I will get moksha. No, you will not get. Because the only primary reason of this whole samsara is avidya. So unless one struggles to remove this avidya, rest all are only very like
Yeah.
tributaries.
So,
They have to
what is the
join and come
dilemma?
at Prayagraj.
You are very clear about it. There is no dilemma. What is the dilemma?
I don't have a dilemma. I feel people have a dilemma that they are not touching that point of ignorance, which can
So,
only go
so
by
let me
Viveka and
so let,
Vairagya.
let me ask you a question for now. So you are bang on that the biggest problem in our life is ignorance.
Yes.
Where does the ignorance come from?
That's where I say it is God's design.
No, no, no.
Because God's design is
Ignorance.
He
What
created the
creates
samsara.
what? Who
It
is
is
the one
because
who
of
creates
Maya.
ignorance? Who creates ignorance? Maya is there. Who creates ignorance in us?
That's because of the cycle of karma.
No, but because of karma, who's creating the ignorance? The nose, the ears. Who's creating ignorance?
That's the mind.
The mind.
Mind,
Now,
I is the I in the mind is
yeah.
ignorance.
So if the
Exactly.
mind is
I in the
so
mind is ignorance.
so, and why is the mind existing?
That's because of no viveka, no discrimination.
And what is a state where we will have no mind?
Buddha.
What state there will be no mind? In what state we should be to have no mind state?
You should be AiR, always in consciousness.
So if
Prefer
you're always in,
intelligence
if
over
you're
ignorance
by
and
so
rejoice.
now repeat whatever you spoke. If you're always in consciousness, what will happen?
Ignorance will go away.
There will be no mind. If there's no mind, there'll be no ignorance.
Yes.
So what is the problem? Why are we not always in consciousness?
Now that's the problem, because we don't use Viveka and Vairagya 24/7.
In this world, if people are in consciousness, actually in this world, if you ask me, we only need two things. We need Sat and we need Chit. If you have Sat and Chit, Chidanand, you don't need Ananda. Ananda will come on its own.
It is a natural, it is a Swarupa of Satchit.
The problem is we don't have Sat Chit. We have Man Mithya. This Girish created. This is Girish's,
Yes.
I think Girish's formula.
Yeah,
Instead
if you have
of
Man Mithya, Dukkha is natural.
this I didn't create. This Girish created. Instead of Sat Chit, Man Mithya. The Man creates Mithya. Correct? No, Girish, you said if Man is there, Mithya will be there. If Sat will be there, the Chit will be there. These two, Sat and Chit, Man and Mithya. Okay. Time is, oh my God, time is coming to an end. Sita, thank you, Chidanand. Sita, Rutanu, Atmanand. 3 questions before we close. It's crossed 9 o'clock, but that's okay.
Guruji.
Shivaham.
My question is, does destiny cause rebirth?
Does destiny cause rebirth? What do you mean by this destiny called rebirth? Destiny is caused by our karma.
By our karma. Destiny
Karma is
caused by
twin karma. The karma we brought to earth, prarabdha karma, the karma we did after our birth, agami karma. The twin karma is causing our destiny. And this twin karma will also cause the rebirth. So where are you? Where are you coming from?
I was going through destiny and rebirth.
See,
so
let me tell you. If you have a destiny, then obviously you have a rebirth. But if you change your destiny and you're free from karma, you become a karma yogi, then there is no destiny, then there is no rebirth. Are you getting? It's a cycle. Are you understanding what I'm saying?
Yes, Guruji, I'm on that line.
Be clear. We be very clear about it. Destiny is created by our karma. The fruit,
Yes.
the fruit on the tree depends on the seed. Our destiny depends on our deed. Karma is creating destiny. The destiny continues into rebirth. But the moment there is no karma, then there is no destiny, then there is no rebirth. I hope you got it. Rutanu
Yes.
Atmanand. Rutanu and Atmanand.
Shivoham Guruji.
Shivoham.
Guruji, your problem sheet is helping me a lot.
What is helping you?
The problem sheet is helping me a lot.
The problem sheet is a solution to all your problems. Anybody who uses the problem sheet can solve any problem. But how many of you are using the problem sheet? If you have a problem sheet, you write down the problem, cause of the problem, solution 1, solution 2, solution 3. Ho gaya, kaam ho gaya. You have got the solution to your problem.
But Guruji, if the possible solution is that I can't do anything, then
What you can't do anything?
if there's some problem and I know
Please
the
use the
cause
problem.
for
Please
it.
use the problem sheet and tell me. You are already your mind has brought a problem which just now you said the problem sheet is helping you, and now your mind has created a new problem which you have not yet used the problem sheet. Use the problem sheet. Write the problem. Write the cause of the problem. Write the 3 possible solutions and tell me if the problem cannot be solved, I will solve it. But do this sincerely.
Okay.
Last question, Atmanand.
Shivam Guruji, just a comment.
Yes.
I really like this podcast with Nikhil Kamath. I'm just telling that because earlier I made a comment telling that, I was not seeing much values in some of the podcasts. So I stand corrected. I just wanted to tell you.
See, every podcast will be different. For example, I'm having one podcast Tuesday, I think, Ras Mehraj. We can't guarantee every podcast will have the same thing. You like a podcast, you watch it. You don't like a podcast, see it in double speed. YouTube, you have got double speed, see in double speed, and then. But ideally, in every podcast which I have, at least some learning you will get. Some learning will come. What I don't do any podcast where there is no learning. And finally, before I close today, my dear friends, see, this journey is a challenging journey. Everybody is not blessed to be on this journey. We are blessed. I can tell you that the destination enlightenment is guaranteed, but you cannot stop the journey. You have to, if an aeroplane takes off, an aeroplane takes off, it will land. But you should follow the protocol. Otherwise, your plane may have a crash. Don't let your plane have a crash. You sit down, you sit in the plane, you're taken off. Keep on going, keep on going. You will reach your destination. It's not so difficult to be enlightened. And when there is some roadblocks, we have another session now called Roadblocks of Enlightenment. Look at the roadblocks. If you are not yet enlightened, look at your self-certification. If you're stuck somewhere, look at the techniques. So many methods are there. I hope you will use them and reach the ultimate goal. With folded hands, I bow down to you.